Hello guys, so in this video we are going to be teaching us how to invest in cryptocurrency, especially as newbies. This video is going to be very raw, and we are not making professional video here. We are just making sure we give you what you want to know, what people want to know, direct to the point. And this video is going to help newbies, those who are new to cryptocurrency, those who do not know what this thing means and they really want to understand it. It's going to be very useful for programmers, anybody at all, investors, understand how you can participate in cryptocurrency, invest, follow the coin and make your profit and be successful. A lot of people have made profit from our group, which is Stay Patient Trader Signal. I can assure you that somebody has made a profit of over 100 million naira, and people will make more than that from what we do in this our group, just looking for opportunities to invest in cryptocurrency. That is what we've been doing for long. So we have this website, as you can see here. So you can visit the website and see this page for yourself. So we had a plan to make this video today. I'm starting to make this video. We'll talk about what cryptocurrency is, talk about wallet and private keys, how to register on Binance, talk about types of wallets, how to verify your account, how to use P2P, how to buy from Uniswap, PancakeSwap, how to use CoinMarketCap, Metamax, talk about different networks and how to configure them. We will also talk about follow the signals we give in the group. Then we'll talk about decentralized application, finance and decentralized exchanges. Then finally we'll look into Zen Finance, how you can make a lot of money using Zen Finance, and how you can dive into Zen Finance features. So that being the case, let's dive into the game. So this video is not going to be that kind of professional video. We are not here to make professional videos, but to give people the real thing they want to know. So this video is just going to be the way we see it, direct, right? So this video is going to help a lot of people to teach you about cryptocurrency, how to be safe for newbies. Then those that are programmers will also help them. It will give you the perfect you'll get the perfect understanding of what cryptocurrency is all about, so that everything is going to be okay. Right, so with that, let's dive into the action. So we start from software. What is a software? If you don't know what software is, you find it difficult. So a software is a program and any other operating information used by a computer. Well, there are a lot of definitions of software, and I'm very sure you know what software is already. So a software can be an application can be a software. In my own definition, the software is made up of files and folders, and a software can be as simple as just a file or a combination of files and folders that you can find on your computer, right? Now those files have instructions inside. So we have a folder here. This is our desktop. So this folder can contain files and contain other folders. Now that is a simple definition of software, of what software is made up of. So now the simplest software that you know is a picture. Let me get one picture to our desktop. So this being a picture, which is a file. Let me open it. Okay. Let me get a picture and explain what I want. Let me get this picture that is fine. Save image to my desktop. So this image we are seeing right here is, we can actually see it as a software. It's a software, right? But it's not an application, like I said before. So if I should zoom, what do we see? These pixels you see here can be represented, you can see their colors. So these pixels can be represented as code. So it means that you can develop this picture we are seeing here, this person's hand, laptop, and everything. You can create it by writing the code, and the picture will come out. Picture of anything by just creating the pixels with code and then combining them together. So you can see a picture like this as a very simple example of software. Good. So in our computer, many of us use Windows operating system. You can have all this Microsoft Word, which is a software. I don't have Microsoft Word here. This Chrome browser we are using here is a software, but it's an application too. Just as your Microsoft Word is also a software. So this software does a lot of action for us based on the programming. So with that, I feel you know a bit what software is now. So another thing we need to define is computer network. These terms are very important for us to continue. So what is a computer network? Very easy, let's dive. So people used to underrate the power of Google. So with Google you can get a lot any information you want without delay, right? So a lot of things are, and then you just need to know how to go about it. So a computer network is a group of computers, right? Sorry, group of computers that use a set of common communication protocol over distant interconnections for purpose of sharing resources, right? So as you can see in our image here, a computer network is just a group of computers that are connected together. As you can see, these are computers, right, connected together. This is a computer, and then this network, this can be cable, can be Wi-Fi, can be Bluetooth, but all we know is that they are connected together. So that is how we form a network of computers. And you know what computer is. Yeah, I really don't have to start defining what computer is again. So it is a computer network. Good. So another term we have here is blockchain. So we need to say what is blockchain before. What is blockchain? So a blockchain, okay, this is blockchain.com. Blockchain.com is not blockchain. For your information, blockchain. Okay, blockchain is a system of recording information in a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. Blockchain is essentially a digital ledger of transaction that is duplicated and distributed across the entire network of computer system in the blockchain. Digital ledger of transaction, right? This is where you can search for to understand what blockchain is, right? So, but in a layman way, let us see what is blockchain. What can we really say is blockchain? From the description we've seen here, let us go back to what is network and see what is computer network and get the image of computer networks. So we are trying to explain what a blockchain is. So a blockchain is a software, as you can see. We know what software is already, right? So you have to be on this computer. So since blockchain is a software and we have it on this laptop here that is connected on the network. Now what the definition of blockchain is telling us is that is a record of transaction, but then it's duplicated. So whatever is here is copied onto other devices or computer on the network. Now that is what makes it safe, because let's say the information we record here, let's say this particular computer disappears, then that information still exists in another computer elsewhere in the network. So let's say blockchain can have like 5,000 computers that is running it. So you see, even if you destroy 1,000 of the computers, the others are still keeping the record. So with this is how blockchain actually works. So the devices can, for the network you see here, this can be cable, Bluetooth, anything, just connecting computers together. Alright, but then it can also be internet, can be local network, anything, right? That is how blockchain works. So you know what blockchain is. So cryptocurrency, I'm supposed to write what is the cryptocurrency now, whatever. But you see, cryptocurrency is created in the blockchain. So you know what cryptocurrency is, but we'll still define it. The way we have naira, dollars, and all that are not. So cryptocurrency is a digital money, kind of, right? Cryptocurrency is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange, right? So you already know what cryptocurrency is before you come watching this video. So right, so this cryptocurrency is digital. So the record is stored in that blockchain, right? So we already know what blockchain is. It is a software and nothing more, just from our. So our cryptocurrency is also a software, right? So it's on this, running on this blockchain. So since we know what cryptocurrency is, let us move forward. So I think this is the time for we to get to know what CoinMarketCap is. So what is CoinMarketCap? CoinMarketCap here gives you the list of all the cryptocurrencies that exist. As you can see, Bitcoin being the number 1, and number 2 being Ethereum, number 3 being Binance. As you can see here, there are over 9,000 cryptocurrencies that are found on this CoinMarketCap, right? So these cryptocurrencies, they are on a blockchain, right? And you know what a blockchain is? A blockchain is a software which we explained, a software that is running on a computer, on a network, and is being duplicated onto other computers or devices at a computer. Device can even be a phone like this. This phone can also be seen as a computer because it has the properties of computer, right? So looking at this Bitcoin, which network is it running on? This Bitcoin is running on Bitcoin network. So what is Bitcoin network? It's something you can search and see what Bitcoin network is. So what is a Bitcoin network? Bitcoin is a software, right? So it's a software that is installed on a computer like this. And it's also installed in this computer here, installed in this computer here, installed in this computer, installed in several computers. So for you to interact with the blockchain, what you need is to make your transaction in one of the Bitcoin software in one of the computers. That's how it works. Once you make the transaction will then be copied to other computers in the network. And then there will be people that will validate it. That is the miner. That is where mining comes from, which is confirming the transaction. So blockchain is used for a lot of things, right? Like example, we can use blockchain to record and land sales, land property. So if you have land that you want to sell, the land always have longitude and latitude and other name of the owner, name of landlord. This thing is recorded in the, let's say, Bitcoin blockchain right now, and it said that Mr. A owns so land that is in so longitude and latitude, and all the property is recorded. So if Mr. A wants to transfer that land to Mr. B, he will sign a transaction on that software, right? Telling the software that, that is like making an update saying the owner of this land has been changed to Mr. B. So it will be distributed in the network. So the miners will confirm the transaction. So the miners have mathematical action they do based on how Bitcoin works, which we won't go into the detail, but let's just assume generally that what they are doing is confirming the transaction, which is they may be confirming that the land actually belongs to Mr. A and that maybe Mr. B have actually paid for it. That may be the terms involved in the confirming of the transaction. And then after a lot of people have confirmed it, it will be distributed. So, but for Bitcoin network, confirming this transaction, which is what the miners do, is based on solving a mathematical equation that resolves the whole transaction. So when they solve, several people solve it and get the same answers, they can now agree and say, okay, this is what it is. But then we don't want to go into such.
There's nothing to repeat.
We don't want to go into such detail, right? So we know what this network is. So Bitcoin is running on Bitcoin network. This Ethereum, which the cryptocurrency is Ether, is running on Ethereum network. This is Binance Coin. We also have Binance Smart Chain as a network. So Cardano also have, I think Cardano network exists. Dogecoin, the same way. Then Tether. Here we do not have a network. It's running on Ethereum network. That is what will also give us rise to defining what smart contract is, because Ethereum network supports smart contracts. So you can check out what smart contract is. Okay, so this Ethereum network supports smart contracts. So because of that, you can use a smart contract to create another cryptocurrency that will live on that Ethereum network. So that cryptocurrency, one of it is this Theta we are seeing. So Theta is running on this Ethereum network, right? So most of these tokens we see here, they are running on Ethereum network. And most of these tokens or cryptocurrency running on Ethereum network, they are called ERC20 token. That is about Ethereum. But we are not going into such details. So this here we have Binance Smart Chain as a network that this Binance coin is running on. And this Binance Smart Chain as a network also supports smart contracts. So other coins can also be created on this Binance Smart Chain using smart contract, right? But we are not going into such detail. So let's look at this token here, internet computer. Let's see where it is running. These guys have the details. So okay, so from what we are seeing here, it seems they have their own network. And the network is loading. So it seems they have their own network. But let's check out our Send. You can search for cryptocurrency here. Send, and we find Zen Finance. So this is Zen Finance. As you can see, it is created with a smart contract. You can see we have contracts here. So this is Ethereum. So this is the address of the Zen Finance in Ethereum network, right? So it's running on Ethereum network. And there is more. Oh, so it's running in other networks too. So it means that the person that created this Zen Finance created it on Ethereum network using a smart contract. Can copy it. Let's copy it. Let me paste it here and see how it's looking. Sorry. Click on copy. And network is slow. So I copied the address and paste it here. So this is how it's looking. This OS, the standard. I think this is a 30 something letter, 30 something characters here or so, ending with 903. So this is called the contract address of this token or cryptocurrency on Ethereum network. And it has more. So this is Binance Smart Chain. That means it also has an address in Binance Smart Chain, just an address identifying it, which is the contract address. So I can also copy the Binance Smart Chain own. Let me paste it here. C608, ending with 208, as you can see. So this is the address of it on Binance Smart Chain. Good. So it means that this particular cryptocurrency is on two different networks, Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Maybe tomorrow when you come, you will also see another, maybe Cardano network to be there, and so on and so forth. There are so many networks, but most of these tokens are not. Okay, let's look at this Binance coin, which is BNB, which is the third most popular cryptocurrency in the world. Let's see the networks where it is running. Okay, the contract address are not shown here yet. The network is taking time to load the page. So, but from this Explorer, we can see from this Explorer, we can see that it is on on Binance. It is on Etherscan. This Etherscan, we will still talk about this later, but like this is where we can find this cryptocurrency actually, even though we do not see the link for the contracts here now. Okay, let's check another one. Shiba Inu is popular. So we looked at Shiba Inu. Okay, so Shiba Inu is in this Ethereum network and is running on Ethereum network. That's what it means. So you can go back. Okay, so since we've known what cryptocurrencies are now and know where we can find them, let us start by getting a cryptocurrency. What if we want to own Bitcoin? How do we own Bitcoin actually? So a lot of people have been scammed by, they want to buy Bitcoin maybe from a website or from somebody. After sending money to the person, they did not see their Bitcoin and they will say Bitcoin is a scam. Please stay away from people who say such things, because Bitcoin is not a scam. The person that scammed you is the one that is a scam, not Bitcoin. So if someone scam you with maybe selling something in dollar, you don't come and say dollar is a scam. Find the person that is a scam and call the person a scam. So how do you obtain Bitcoin? So Bitcoin, as we said before, that it is a software, right? And it's going to be running on a computer that is in a network. So the best thing we should do is to get the Bitcoin as a software. So what if we download it? So let's say download Bitcoin. Right. So we can actually download Bitcoin. Alright, so let's go back to our here. So this is Ethereum. So we can actually download Ethereum. Binance, because not the cryptocurrency but the software we are talking about here. So this is Binance Coin. So we can actually download Binance Smart Chain, which is the network where it is going to be running, the software. So but we'll use Bitcoin to explain everything. You can easily go and say download Ethereum and you will see instruction on how to download Ethereum. Alright, so you see instruction on how to download Ethereum. Right, so we are not going into that. So this is Bitcoin. Let's say we want to download it. You can download Bitcoin for your different operating system, Windows, Mac, Linux. Bitcoin Core 350 gig. Wow. So we click on download here and we will download Bitcoin to our computer. So what does it mean? Bitcoin will be downloaded to our computer. Let's say this is our computer that is connected to the internet, right? Or a network. So when we download the Bitcoin software, install it here, then what we need to do now is interact with the software and create a wallet. This is wallet. We are going into wallets and private keys. Wallet and private keys. So when you create the wallet on that software that you've downloaded and you have your private key, you can now make a transaction. You can send the key will come as two. There's public key and private key. So the public key is what you use for receiving the Bitcoin. So you can give anybody the public key, they will send your Bitcoin to you, and then you use the private key to sign the transaction on that Bitcoin software that is on your computer when you've downloaded the Bitcoin. But please don't go into downloading Bitcoin that is 350 gig right now, because maybe your hard disk is not even up to 350 gig, or you're watching this video with phone that you know you don't have this space, and I don't think it's running on your phone. It can't run on your phone, right? This is where it is running. So we are just explaining this for you to understand how this thing works very well. So let's say I have downloaded the Bitcoin, keep it on my system. You now sign it. If you want to make any transaction, you need to sign the transaction, and you need the key for signing the transaction, which is why you need the private key, right? Good. So now, because you cannot download this Bitcoin that is very big, what if I download it and I have it in my own laptop, in my system, right here, and you want to make use of Bitcoin, all right? Maybe sign a transaction in the Bitcoin network. I can give you access. So from your phone, since you have your private, you can connect my Bitcoin software, make your transaction, and the transaction will be distributed into the network. That is handled by the Bitcoin software and the network. So you don't care about how that happens. All you just need is go to one of the Bitcoins, wherever the Bitcoin software is, and make your transaction, which is usually called a node. So it's something that is connected in a network like this. This can be seen as a host, or you can call it a Bitcoin node. You can call this thing a node, and that is a laptop. That is a computer. It can be anything. It can be supercomputer. It can be a device, whatever it is, but it has this property of being a computer. So your phone, maybe you do not have Bitcoin on it, or your own laptop. Let's assume this is your laptop here, or this one is your computer here, right? And you don't have Bitcoin there because you see it is 350 gig. But I want to give you access so you can use by connecting to my own, right? So all you need is use your private key, sign a transaction on my own software. So for me to do that, I can create an API for you. You can do HTTP requests, and that is where a lot of people use RPC thing. So that is remote procedural call. This is more technical for those that are programmers. Okay, you can read about it. So this is what remote procedural call is all about. So it's the kind of a way you can call a function in another computer. So in a distributed system, a remote procedural call is when a computer program causes a procedure to execute in a different address space, which is coded as if it's a normal procedure call. Okay, so you see this definition right here. So when you are interacting with my software, I do not care what you are doing. I don't need to authenticate you. All I need is to give you access to talk with the software, to make interaction with the software here. You have your key. You know what you want to do. The software is strong, and the software is secure, and the software is intelligent, and the software has its own instructions that you must have already know. So I don't care what you are doing. All I need is just give you access through RPC. You get in, do whatever you want to do with your private key, sign your transaction, and go your way. And that's it. So you need the Bitcoin software downloaded on your system. Now, because you cannot do this, you cannot have this Bitcoin software downloaded, and I don't even want to give you access to my own Bitcoin software on my system because, number one, it's not online all the time, right? So because of that, there are companies that have made this thing possible. They keep the Bitcoin software running on their system 24/7 that you can easily connect to and do your transaction, right? So some of these companies is Infura, so we can easily self-infura. Let's see what Infura is doing. Okay, so Infura is for Ethereum, right? Stop slowing us down. Okay. So this is Infura. So Infura is giving you access to Ethereum network, right? So you see they are making use of this RPC that we just described. They're making use of this RPC that we just described. So this Infura have this Ethereum node running, which is, let's say Ethereum or not Bitcoin software. Let's say Ethereum software is running on their own computer and they are giving you access to it through what? API, right? So you see. Now you cannot also connect with this API because one, you are not a programmer. So only programmers can do that. Or you have to become a programmer and know how to make use of APIs to connect to them, right? So let's say here is Infura. And maybe they have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, have so many other network software running on the system. You, wherever you are, you want to talk to them, you can talk to them through HTTP requests or that is API or the RPC or whatever thing they make available for you here, right? So now, since you can't do that, some companies decided to help you to achieve this, to achieve that. So that is, they then created a wallet. So the wallet can be running on your mobile device. So that wallet is using HTTP request to talk to the Infura, right? And you see the Infura is taking the thing to the network the way we have explained. So that company can give you an app that you put on your mobile device. Example, the Trust Wallet that you have on your mobile, people have on their mobile device. So that will take us to wallets, and private keys. So you can have a Bitcoin wallet, Ethereum wallet, and all that. So how do you generate a Bitcoin wallet? Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they are different things, right? So you need to read about Bitcoin, how it works, read about Ethereum, how it works. But we are going to use Bitcoin to explain everything we are explaining here. So looking at wallets, right, that support cryptocurrencies. Many of these cryptocurrencies are supported by the wallet. One of the wallets is Trust Wallet. So this is Trust Wallet is running on your mobile phones, right? So if you download, it means that it is going to be installed on your mobile phone, right? And they are now giving you access to use HTTP requests and go to a host that have that blockchain software running, and you can make your transaction there because they have your private key, right? So you can now make the transaction that you want to make. The transaction can be maybe send a cryptocurrency to somebody or whatever. So that is how it works. So these guys can be talking to Infura. Now nothing stops the Trust Wallet guys from keeping their own computer. Instead of using Infura, they can also be using their own computer and keep the so-called Bitcoin software there or the Ethereum software there. Now, this is Trust Wallet. It's very good to use. Another wallet we know is Metamax. So this is Metamax. You see, Metamax is also on your mobile phone. You can download it from your mobile phone. We also have it as a Chrome extension, Google Chrome extension. So you can also download it as a Google Chrome extension. It is an app, right? So it uses the same RPC to talk to your blockchain wherever the blockchain is hosted. So I think this MetaMask actually is using Infura, right? So they are using Infura. And you know what Infura is? Infura is just hosting those softwares for you, so you can use through the connect to the network and make your transaction. Okay, another wallet we also know is blockchain.com. So that is another wallet that does the same thing for you. So there are so many wallets out there, right? We won't be talking about them. So you know how these wallets work right now. So you practically do not need these wallets. You can be talking to the Infura yourself or host your own blockchain software, which is Bitcoin. You can host it somewhere and be making your transaction without using all these guys. So these guys have made life easier for you. So we are going to be using them. So you've seen how these wallets work. So let's say we want to generate a Bitcoin account. So all you need is a wallet, right? So you just Trust Wallet can help you. Any of the wallets that we talked about can just help you instead of you going to run your own Bitcoin node. You understand? You know what's up. So what next? So let's look at private keys, how they work. Let's say we want to generate a Bitcoin wallet. There's a website you can actually use to generate a Bitcoin address, which is bitaddress.org. Let me load it. So bitaddress.org. That's it. So this bit address said we should generate address. We should move our mouse around to add some extra randomness. Okay, so let's do that. We're adding randomness, extra randomness. Okay. Done. So here we've generated a Bitcoin wallet, right? We've generated a Bitcoin wallet. So what just happened? Apart from the randomness we did, what did this website do for us? This website have actually connected to a Bitcoin software that is hosted on a computer somewhere, which could be Infura, if Infura have Bitcoin, or anyone, or they may have their own, right? So they may have done that, connect, generate this address, right? So now watch this. This is what they call the public key. This is the Bitcoin address, and this is the private key. Now you need the private key to make transaction. If you want to make a transaction, use the private key to sign the transaction. That is what happens. So it's very easy. You sign the transaction on the Bitcoin software. You post it. It will move just the way we explained. So you read about Bitcoin, how it works here. So this is the public address. This is what you can send to somebody, and the person will use it to send you Bitcoin to enter, and you can see it. This is your private key that you use and get it. So now, since it is a Bitcoin, let me copy this address. If somebody has sent you money to it, you want to view it on the blockchain. You know the blockchain is Bitcoin blockchain, right? And it's a software running on a computer. You just need to connect to it and view information about that address from it, right? So, but there are people that have already done this for you, and there's a website which are explorers. So we have Bitcoin explorers that you just go drop your address, they'll show you everything, right? So from our CoinMarketCap, we can see some of these explorers. So let's just open Bitcoin, since Bitcoin is what we are using. So when you see Bitcoin, check the explorers here. You see Bitcoin explorers. If it is Ethereum. You will also see Ethereum explorers. So we want to explore. There are many explorers. You can learn how to use anyone. But okay, let me use this one that is very simple, right? Network. So this is blockchain explorer for Bitcoin, right? So the address I've copied, the address I generated right from here, I just paste it and search. Result come out. This is the address. The balance is 0. No transaction has happened. I've sent 0 out. I received 0 BTC. Right? See. So if I should take this address, give it to somebody to send me Bitcoin. Once the person send me Bitcoin, I will see the Bitcoin that the person sent me here in my balance. So I can receive 5 BTC or whatever. So this is an explorer for Bitcoin. So we are reading from the Bitcoin. These guys are reading from the Bitcoin network to give you this information that is about Explorer. So another thing now is this Bitcoin. Is it safe when you have Bitcoin? Okay. When we started, we were doing something that is let's generate a new address. In the first place, when we were generating an address, they said we should do randomness. What does that actually mean? We're just doing randomness. Maybe in other blockchain, you may not do randomness to get an address, but this Bitcoin, this is how it was. That is why Bitcoin is actually very safe. So that randomness is because we are getting our address from the degree of the randomness. So randomly, this address was generated randomly for us. Now, it is hard for somebody to guess this address. This private key now, you cannot guess it, right? You can't guess it. It's hard to guess. So let's say you want to guess my ATM pin. It will take you 9,999 times for you to guess my ATM pin, right? Because ATM pin is just 4 digits. So let's say your first guess is going to be 0001. Your next is going to be 0002. If you do it until you get to 9,999. So 9,999 times is what it will take you to guess somebody's ATM pin. Now, that means if you can count this in a day, that means within 2 hours, you can guess somebody's ATM pin. Just be guessing one after the other. So this cryptocurrency, this Bitcoin secret key you are seeing here is non-numbers and it's very long, as you can see. This may be up to 50 characters or thereabout. So how long do you think it will take you to guess this? Is actually impossible. That is where we do that randomness. That is what the randomness has generated for us. So there is no how you can come and do the randomness I did and get exactly the same randomness that I got. So they said that this Bitcoin technology is powered by cryptography, and that is where we have elliptic. It's elliptic curve. Okay, so they use elliptic curve because if you check the Bitcoin white paper, you see these things in action. You can just check Bitcoin white paper. So this elliptic curve in mathematics is what they have used to generate the randomness, and to tell you the truth, the random is too much that computers will take about 125 years to guess it. So if you generate a Bitcoin private key, and it will take computers about 125 years to guess it, what does that tell you? It means that this thing is actually very safe and nobody can guess it. It's not guessable. Because if a computer is there guessing it for 125 years and the computer have not gotten it, which computer will be on for 125 years to guess your PIN, to guess your key? Here is the key. It's not easy to guess. So because of this, we can assume that Bitcoin is very safe. Unless somebody sees your PIN and copies it, you can be rest assured that your PIN, your key here is. So you can be rest assured that it is safe. Another thing is that this address is not generated in the Bitcoin network. You can generate your own address. It's just mathematics that you need to solve. Once you are able to solve the mathematics and do the random, you get your wallet address. So if you want to generate a Bitcoin wallet, this address you are seeing here, this website did not connect to Bitcoin network in order to generate these things. No, they just did the mathematics and got this. So this is another thing that shows you that Bitcoin is very, very safe. So you don't need the Bitcoin address you have is not stored in any database. It's not generated from any. You can stay in your room, generate it offline, right, and send it to somebody that transfer the money to enter. And that is one thing that makes it powerful. So nobody is very, very secretive. So nobody can know who owns any address, right? So now, this bit address you see here is mainly programmers that use it to generate, because you have the private key. You can use it in your code to talk to the software that is on the computer, which we have explained. So that is that. So we have talked about private key, how it works, and all that. So now you will see that the cryptocurrencies, their prices are increasing. You may wonder how and why. So we have stock exchange, and what happens in stock exchange and forex market. Cryptocurrencies are being traded against currency, maybe naira traded against dollar. That is a huge market that you need to learn how it works to even understand what is happening there. So the price increasing based on the law of demand and supply. We all know the law of demand and supply. The higher the supply, what does it do to the price? The lower the supply, what does it do to the price? So these cryptocurrencies also have their own market, where they are being traded, which is like stock exchanges, right? So that is what we call exchange, cryptocurrency exchanges. So here you can see cryptocurrency exchanges. Forget about these ones. Spot market is where they are just being exchanged. It's just a market. It's an exchange. So let's open. You see, Binance is one of the exchanges that is the biggest exchange. So cryptocurrencies are being traded here against each other. So just the way stock markets work, the way forex work. So when there is supply of a particular token, people just trade against this, against that, this, against that. That increase, make the price to increase or reduce, and it's based on the law of demand and supply, just as we know. The second one is Coinbase. So this is how we have a lot of exchanges. As you can see. So if you want to If you want to buy Bitcoin, you can buy from many places, right? You can even buy from a friend, but make sure it is being sent to you in your address and that you see it in the blockchain, right? That's good. So let's say you want to register on an exchange, which is like Binance. But this is where you can actually buy most cryptocurrencies, right? You just go to Binance and create an account, register. You have to come to our website and go through our link. This is our referral link. So you can register on Binance, right? On Base or Base.io is also good. But Binance is number one, so we are always using Binance, right? So you register on Binance using our referral code. So when you register on Binance, Binance gives you access. You can buy cryptocurrency, right? With this is buy crypto. Can use bank deposit, credit card, and all that. But now spending dollar in naira is limited to $100 a month. So this buying with credit card is going to be very hard for you. So the best option we use is P2P. If you've created your account on Binance, you see P2P is where you can learn about P2P, which is peer-to-peer. You see a lot of people in Nigeria who are selling their cryptocurrencies on Binance. So you can buy from any of them. This is buy session, this is sell session, and this is USDT. USDT is a cryptocurrency. So this guy is selling at $498. But USDT is a stable cryptocurrency that is pegged to USD, so it's the same thing as dollar. So $1 is one USDT. This guy is selling at 498. So dollar to naira conversion is what? You need to visit this website, Aboki FX, to know the current rate. We check the parallel rates and see what we have there. So this is 480, 484. So this is the current price, around 480, 484. So somebody that is selling at 498 is not too bad. Another thing is that there are scammers here. You need to be careful about scammers in this P2P market, because this is an exclusive service provided by Binance, where you want to buy, you send your money to this guy, and this guy will confirm you. Just the way people did that time. This guy will confirm you that he has received the money. Then the cryptocurrency will enter your wallet. I advise you always buy with USDT, not BTC, or you buy USDT or BUSD, which is pegged to dollar. So you will be seeing that the price should be 498. Because if you use BTC, this price may be 560 per dollar. You won't know because you don't know the current price of BTC. It's going to be confusing. But USDT is just dollar, which we've confirmed from here that this is where it is. So payment type, you should choose bank transfer so you won't get confusion, just because you are going to be using bank transfer to make payments. So it will filter. You have bank transfer guys. So you see this guy is selling at 498. So if I want to buy right now, should I buy from this guy or from this guy? Reason, this guy have made 126 orders, this guy has made 2,000 orders. So this guy has also verified his account. So this guy looks better to be bought from, right? So I'll probably be buying from this guy. He's well trusted, right? So even though this guy seems to be okay, it's not cheaper, but it's supposed to be cheaper. This guy limit is selling for 153,000. This guy is selling small. So if I'm buying plenty, this guy may not be my best option. This guy only have $304 that he is selling. If I'm buying plenty, I will look out for more. Right? 700 and something thousand, the limit. So everything is bank transfers because you want to buy with bank transfer. So once you buy it, you click on buy, you will be asked to pay to this guy's account. The transaction will be ready maybe 40 minutes, 15 minutes time interval they are giving you to complete the payment. So immediately you say buy, click I have paid before you start transferring the money, because the thing is bound with time. If you do not click I have paid and you transfer your money, you discover that maybe while you are transferring the money, after transferring the money, you want to come and click I have paid, the time elapsed. What if your network go off and you couldn't click I have paid immediately until your time elapsed? This website will assume you have not paid and cancel the transaction. That is where you can come back and say you've been scammed. But then also try to buy from people that have processed a lot of orders. They are less to be scammed. Now, let's say you want to sell your cryptocurrency. Let's click on sell. Cryptocurrency will be in your P2P wallet, right? You want to sell. So this guy is somebody you can sell to. See, this guy is buying at $4.99. So if you check the properties here and it's okay for you, you can sell to him. Right? That is it. So we checked the current price. This is 480, 485. So something close to this is okay. If you come here and see somebody that is selling at 700, probably that guy may be a scammer. That's why he's selling. So he's trying to scam you somehow that so you run away from such fake people that will write 700 as if they are buying at 700 when dollar is around this range. So from this, we can see that these guys here, they are not fake. They are good people that you can actually sell to. So that's that about P2P buying on Binance. So another thing is that the Binance also have the wallets. Inside the Binance, they have wallets, right? So just the way you have other wallets like this, wallets like Metamax. So the Binance also have a wallet inside it, right? So Binance can also serve as a wallet for you. But you see, Binance as an exchange does not have all the cryptocurrencies. They have the ones they listed. So, but they don't give you the private key. They have access to the private key. So they are in control of the fund. But in other wallets, you are in control of the fund. So most people, when after buying from Binance, you can now transfer it to your Metamax account or Trust Wallet, which is where you will have access to the private key. You are in control of the fund 100%. So this Binance has P2P wallet. So after you buy, if you want to trade, you convert it to spot, you transfer it to the spot wallet, you click transfer inside here. We are not going into the details. If you want to know how to use Binance, you can still go to YouTube, search how to trade on Binance, how to buy on Binance. You'll see videos and everything. But this is the process. But after buying from here, you can actually send it to any of these your wallets, right? And keep safe. So this guy is about how we get into Binance. So wallet types. Okay, I talked about okay, you know what mobile wallet is right now, like our Trust Wallet is a mobile wallet. So we also have a web wallet that we introduce, which is blockchain.com. You saw it. Blockchain.com is a wallet that gives access to many cryptocurrency on the web. So this can be a web wallet. They also have a mobile app, right? Yeah, so that is what you can see as mobile wallet. So there is something they call Brain Wallet. What is Brain Wallet? Every wallet just makes use of the private key. So no matter what it is, Brain Wallet just means that this private key that you cram it and you have it in your brain. So if you can cram this guy and you have it in your brain, fine, you are good. You can start calling it brain wallet. So just as I generate this, after generating it, I close this page, but I know this key in my brain. So we can start calling it brain wallet. There's also what they call paper wallet. What paper wallet is just print the private key on a paper, and it's now called paper wallet. It's just brain wallet, whatever. The private key must be involved. So they also have the hardware wallet, which is a flash drive. That is your wallet. That flash drive is just storing the private key for you. That's all. It's not doing any other thing. It just stores your private key, and there's a way it operates. It just stores it inside there, and then you call it hardware wallet, whichever way. So this is your private key that you should know. So the best thing is, if you have your private key, you save it somewhere. You can save it in Google Drive, so that if you lose your phone or your devices, you can easily retrieve it maybe from that Google Drive, which is online, right? So the way I usually store my own is, this is my private key. If you store it like this, you see that if somebody goes to your Google Drive, the person can just see your private key and copy it. So you can have a formula. Like me, I can come here and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After counting 10 number, I put something. But I always know that if I come, that my private key, that if I should count 10, the 11th one, I should remove it before I get my private key. Simple. So you can have different funny way of doing your own private key, right? I may add something here, or add something here too. I know the formula. I can retrieve my private key. So you can be doing something of that nature when storing your private key. Both you are writing it down on a paper, anywhere. You have a formula for, hash, kind of using brain to hash your private key somehow. Is it hash or and unhash it later? Anyhow, so now that is about private key, which is what you need to sign a transaction. Okay, so the Binance P2P, which we explained here, you register, you must verify your account with your driver license, national passport, for you to be able to use this Binance P2P service. There are also other exchanges like Binance that support P2P. Example is Remitano. So we have remitano.com. We also have this local Bitcoin. Yeah, local Bitcoin. So these websites are also like exchanges. They have this P2P service where you can buy from somebody, make bank transfer and receive your token, and then you can buy and sell. So from their wallets here, you can transfer to anywhere you want to transfer. That is it. But they are in charge of the token when the thing is in their wallet. So you can always save it in your own, maybe trust wallet, that you are 100% sure that you are in control of the private key and everything. So that is that. So another thing is, we need to look at Uniswap, PancakeSwap, right? What is that? We talked about exchange, and you know what exchange is. So these are exchanges. We open spot exchanges, which is where we have this Binance and all these guys. So another type of exchange is decentralized exchange. Decentralized exchanges. So in decentralized exchange, that's where we have this Uniswap, PancakeSwap, right? Good. So before we could define that we are supposed to know about what is a decentralized application, decentralized exchange, because this our so-called these exchanges here are known as decentralized exchanges. Right, that is debt, centralized exchanges. So it's good if you know what decentralized application is. So what if we just search it? Centralized applications, also known as dApps. They exist around a blockchain or P2P network, trade of a single computer and outside what or outside the control of a single authority. Okay, that's good description. Because as you can see that when you have an exchange like Binance is in control of everything, right? Both the fund, every fund you transfer is with them, right? But in these decentralized exchanges, you see that the fund you use in this exchange is with you. It can be coming from your wallet, direct from your wallet. So if you want to make an exchange with another trade with another cryptocurrency, make the exchange. At that point, you are making the exchange. That is when the currency will leave your own wallet, and then you receive the one you are buying. It will enter your wallet direct. So as you are leaving, you have it is in your wallet and you have full control. So that is what they are talking about, decentralized. There are a lot of decentralized applications out there that does a lot of things. But one of them is exchange, right? Decentralized exchange. So you can be doing trading. The way you can trade on Binance, you can do that on Uniswap. So that will take us into Uniswap. Let's go into Uniswap and say, okay, we want to trade in the so-called Uniswap. Instead of trading in Binance, we want to trade in the so-called Uniswap right now. So we click on use app. So this is our Uniswap, right? So this Uniswap is a decentralized application. So it was also written with a smart contract, as we explained before, and it is running on Ethereum network, right? So only the tokens on Ethereum network, which are called the ERC20 token, that you can use to trade here. For example, Ethereum is an ERC20 token. Another ERC20 token that we know is this USDT, right? So let's say you have Ethereum. Now my Ethereum balance is 0. Let's say you have Ethereum and you want to swap into USDT. You search for USDT here. So this is USDT. So I'm going to, from here, swap my Ethereum into USDT. That is like buying USDT using my Ethereum. I will now click submit here and it will process. Let's say I have 1 Ethereum to process, but I do not have, let's say I have insufficient balance because I have 0 Ethereum. But this Uniswap actually connects to my wallet to know my balance. That is how it is a decentralized application. So how does it connect to my wallet? We talked about wallets like Metamax and which other wallets? Trust wallet, and so on and so forth, right? It connects to it, right? So this is Uniswap. So here I am. I've already connected my wallet, so that is why it did not ask me to connect, because I've already connected my wallet. looking for a place that I would say disconnect, right? I did not see. Okay, so because it has already connected, it is showing my address here, but assuming it has not connected, I'll click on connect to bring out a page like this. I will select Metamax. I want to connect with Metamax because I have Metamax here. I am on Chrome browser. I see Metamax is a Google Chrome extension as a wallet, right? So I open this Uniswap website address, and then I will say connect. It will connect to Metamax that is on this Chrome browser because I'm there. If I am using Trust Wallet, which is a mobile app, as you can see, it has DApp here. There's a DApp icon. When I click that decentralized application, I open it, and then I can now put the link of this my Uniswap in that place to then load this page. So the connect now will connect with my Trust Wallet, right? So now this guy cannot be connecting to Binance Wallet or the Metano Wallet because those ones are not, I do not have the private key. So these guys need the private key to sign transactions, right? So for me to use this Uniswap, what do I need? I need to get Metamax first. So I go to Metamax, this Metamax, and download. So it is a Chrome extension. I already downloaded, so it is here as a Chrome extension. So if I open it right now, okay, this is after downloading the wallet. You see it. This is Ethereum network. So this Metamask as a wallet is giving you access to what Ethereum network. So it's a wallet. So when you download it, you create a wallet. I've already created. That is why. Look at my wallet. I can copy the address, paste it and see. You see how it is looking. The address. I also have a private key. Just the same way. See, that address exists. I have a private key, but this is working in Ethereum network, right? So I also have a private key for this address I created. But then, what if I create a new one? This is create account or import account. If I say import account, I'll use the private key to import the account. So this is a private key, but this is Bitcoin. This guy here is not talking about Bitcoin. This is Ethereum network, not Bitcoin network. So I cannot use Bitcoin key to import. I need Ethereum key. So assuming I've generated the Ethereum address anywhere, right? I can use that Ethereum key and import it here and it will work. Maybe the key may be coming from my Trust Wallet, can be coming from Trust Wallet. Ethereum is Ethereum. It can be coming from blockchain.com or anywhere it's coming from. But then let's say I just want to create a new one. So I'll say create account. It just should give it a name. Let me call it today. Okay, today is just a name to identify it. So I'll say create. So it has created it today. Look at it. I can copy it. So this is my Bitcoin address, public key. I can give to anybody to send me Bitcoin. That's good. So this Metamax as a wallet give me access. I've created today. If I come here and say view account detail, I can say export private key. If I click this, I'll be able to see the private key. So this guy has generated a wallet for me on Ethereum network, just the same way this guy generated for us on Bitcoin network. We have a private key and public key. The private key that is generated here is hidden. If you want to see it, you have to come to account detail and then say export. You see it. You now copy it and save it somewhere because you might need it someday. if you lose your computer and you don't have access again, you just use that same private key and then just say import. You put the private key, your wallet comes back, right? That is what we're talking about. So now, your private key, somehow you may want to cram it. You see, cramming this private key is hard. You cannot cram it for you to create a brain wallet. Now, because of that, some people like this, our Trust Wallet or blockchain.com, right, make use of 12-word mnemonic, right? So the 12-word mnemonic is related to your private. So there is a 12-word that can be converted to this code, to this secret. So that 12-word can give you this. So if you have the 12-word, the 12-word is now seen as your private key. So you can, there's a code you can execute to convert it to this. So you can cram that 12 words. You can also generate your own 12 word and use it to build up this address. So with that 12 word, you can cram your private key and know it. So that is why when you go to your Trust Wallet, your private keys are always as 12 words. That does not mean that it doesn't have this type of private key that we have here. It also have this type, but it's they are giving you the 12-word version of it that you will use. So you can easily cram those ones. And you can easily store those ones and anyhow. So that is just it. They're just managing the private key for you, but the private key remains what it is. So since from this our Metamax, we've created a wallet. So this address, let me copy it. What do I do? Since it's a Bitcoin, sorry, it's an Ethereum address. Let me open Ethereum here. And then I see Explorer. This is Ethereum Explorer. This is Etherscan. This is the Explorer for Ethereum network. So if I paste the address here, I'll be able to see the address details. See, the balance is 0 Ethereum, just the way we have 0 Bitcoin. The other one we explored, right? So this guy has 0 Ethereum and nothing is inside, no transaction has happened. So if somebody send you Bitcoin, Ethereum right now, you will see the Ethereum the person sent to you. You also see the transaction, the date and everything right here. So you can send this and this public key to somebody to send you Ethereum, right? So that is the address listing. So another thing is any cryptocurrency that is on Ethereum network, right? They have the same address. So if you want somebody to send you USDT right now on the same Ethereum network, you quickly send the guy this same address. That is the USDT address. So this USDT, once the person send you the USDT, you start seeing it here. This is 0. You have 0 Ethereum. You have 0 USDT to be shown here. All of them, because those tokens, those cryptocurrencies, they are on the Ethereum network. If it is not showing, you add it. Alright, so the USDT we're talking about, when you search, you see it, so you add it. Click OK, add token. Right, it has been added. So you see, we now have the USDT right here. So another cryptocurrency that is also on the Ethereum network is Zen Finance. So if somebody wants to send the Zen Finance on the Ethereum network, all you need is add the Zen Finance here. You'll be seeing it. If you're not seeing it, you can view it. View on Etherscan, right? It's the same as the same thing that we did here. View here is what you do. So when you now click here and say view on Etherscan, it will load that wallet, right? It's the same wallet. That wallet address has been loaded on Etherscan. View it here, or you can from the Coin Market Card, this Explorer, and enter the Ether scan, right? So this is the Ether scan. So the Ethereum balance is 0. If you have any other cryptocurrency, they will be listed there. You see a link to show them. All of them will be listed there. Even though they may not be showing in this Metamax, you must add them before they start showing. So let's say Zend, which is also start it. Okay, it's already here. So here is Zend, and we know that Zend is on a Ethereum network. This is the address. So if somebody wants to send you Zend on Ethereum network, all you need is just send him your Ethereum address. It will be the same thing. So network is slow. So I'll say add token. So I'll search for the Zend and add it. So I search for the Zend. The Zend is not showing because it's not popular here yet. So it's not showing. So what do? I'll add it as a custom token. I'll need the token contract address on that Ethereum network. So what do? I go back to this Coin Market Cap, look at the contract address. This is Ethereum contract address. I'll copy it. So I'll go back to my Trust Wallet. So I will now say add token. So custom token. I paste that contract address. You see, it is Zen and it's showing 18. Make sure you use the thing that is pulled from the server, which is this. See, Zen, you have 0 Zend. We have 0 Zend. So when we come back here, you see we have Zend here. So any of the token that is on the Ethereum network, you can add them here. The same thing I did in this Metamax. You do it in your Trust Wallet. This is a Trust Wallet. You see them, so they can add the tokens also, just the way I did right now, and they are being added. So this is it. This is it. This is it. So let's go back to our Uniswap. Let's say I have Ethereum in that wallet. This really the wallet. So my wallet is this wallet today, which is ending 088F. 08F. I just say connect. So that my wallet ending in 088F is connected right now, and it's at 0 Ethereum. So if I want to buy any Ethereum to USDT, if I have received the Ethereum, you'll be seeing 0 Ethereum, some Ethereum here. So you can now swap from this to this. It's connected to this Metamax. That is why it can work. But I have installation for. So you can learn about how this thing is done. Another thing is like this slippage that we have here. It's like the percentage at which you are buying. People selling. You know, this coin may be Ethereum right here now, maybe let's say $1,500. So this is your slippage, 5% means you are buying it 5% higher, right? So now there may be nobody selling at 1%. So if you put this at 1%, it won't work. So you try to increase it more to 5% or even up to 12 for it to work. So we are buying at a higher price because nobody is actually going to be selling at a lower price. People are trying to sell at higher price. So if this thing doesn't work, just to trial and error, changes, so maybe 35, and it will work, right? So that is how you can use this Uniswap and do what you want to do. So we just talked about Uniswap. How to use Metamax. Metamax is already what we have already talked about right now. So another thing is PancakeSwap. But before then, what is Uniswap? As we said Uniswap is a decentralized exchange, right? decentralized exchanges, Uniswap. And we said that Uniswap is the most popular decentralized exchange in Ethereum network. It's using Ethereum network. It's running on Ethereum network, and it is a smart contract. So another one is PancakeSwap, which is one of the most popular in Binance Smart Chain. You see, Binance Smart Chain. So let's open the PancakeSwap. So this PancakeSwap is no longer in the Binance. It's no longer in Ethereum. It's not running on Ethereum. It's running on Binance Smart Chain. So that's what you should know. That is, the network is going to change. We talked about this in the beginning. We talked about where Bitcoin network, Ethereum network, Binance Smart Chain network. So PancakeSwap right now is running on Binance Smart Chain, right? So that is it. So we have loaded PancakeSwap, right? So you want to swap. So the first thing is to connect. You need to connect your wallet. So since we are in Google Chrome, if we want to connect the wallet we have in this Google Chrome is Metamax, right? So let's say connect. So we have Metamax here in this Google Chrome. We just select the Metamax. So the Metamax will pop up like allow this site to switch our network. Because our network is in Ethereum network, we want to switch to Binance Smart Chain network. This is because I've already set up the Binance Smart Chain. If you have not set it up, it may ask you to go and set up the Binance Smart Chain network. So let me cancel this. Okay. Let me allow. So it did switch our network. We switched our network to Binance Smart Chain. That is because there are many networks. This is the Ethereum mainnet. And you can have different network, right? Different network, right? But then this Metamax works on networks that are like agnostic to Ethereum network. So you can add different network. So you see, in the beginning, we talked about this wallet talking to the blockchain through API, and we talked about RPC. So these networks are going to be connecting through the RPC API via from this Metamax. That is how this thing works. So this is Ethereum mainnet is here. This is a test network for Ethereum. This is another test network for Ethereum. This is Gold Chain. This is Binance Smart Chain. This is Binance Smart Chain test network. This is a local one. So we can add anyone we want to add. This Binance Smart Chain, I've added it before. That is why it can work. I added it here myself by clicking on Add Custom RPC. So you just get the name for the Binance Smart Chain, the URL for the ID for the Binance Smart Chain. At the end, you say save. It will now enter. That was how this Binance Smart Chain got in here. There are so many blockchain. I can add one. So we will know what there is a blockchain called Polygon, which is Matic. Right, I think Matic blockchain should be here. So if I go to the internet and say setting up Metamax for Polygon, right? I just go here, search it, setting up Metamax for Polygon. So we can have setting up Metamax for Binance Smart Chain the same way. So when you go and read up, you see this is Matic mainnet. You read up this Matic mainnet, they tell you what to do. Okay. Matic mainnet is the network name. So you just come here and say add a custom this thing, Matic mainnet. So the URL is this RPC. This is the Explorer. Let me copy this to another location so I can easily use it. So Matic mainnet, right? So add custom. The name is Matic mainnet, and this is the RPC URL. I drop it there. Paste. It's not paste. Okay, so this is it. Seems I did not paste it well. I pasted the system is hanging. Let me clean up. Slow. The chain ID is 137. My system hanging. It's actually hanging. 137. Wow. Symbol is Matic. And the Explorer is there. So another thing you should make sure copy exactly what you see. You see there is a slash at the end, there's a slash at the end. If you put the wrong, if you remove the slash, it may not work, right? So with this, we have added Matic network, right? We've added Matic network in our networks. So these are our networks. You see, we have Ethereum, we have Matic, Smart Chain. So now we've selected Matic network. Now, one thing you need to know is that these networks, they are the same as Ethereum network. They use the same address. Your Ethereum address, Ethereum wallet will work in all these networks. Right? The same thing, the private key will also work in those networks. So that is why you can just switch your network and you start reading data from another network. So this is the Ethereum network. We have 0 Ether there. If I switch to Smart Chain right now, you see we are in Smart Chain and we have 0 BNB on the same address. So if I switch to Matic mainnet, I have 0 Matic, right? So Matic token is the main token in this network. The Ethereum network, Ethereum is the main token. So this is how this thing works. So we are going to be using our Smart Chain, which is BNB, because that is where our pancake swap. What our pancake swap uses, I'll connect Metamax. Log out. Today, today that end is 08. This is the wallet now, it's connected. This wallet is on Binance Smart Chain, the same wallet address that is our Bitcoin, Ethereum, that we can go to the Ethereum Explorer and view. Which is Etherscan. And view the same that wallet and see that it has 0 Ether. It has 0 Ether. Let me close it. That same wallet is what is going to work in our Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so you know it is the same way we clicked to view that Explorer. We can also do that here. We are in the Binance Smart Chain now. So when we come to here, you see view on Binance Scan, right? So when you look at the same address, you see that in the Binance Smart Chain we have 0 BNB there. So they are the same. This same address will also work in Matic network. So you can actually be using your one address everywhere. It works even in Go chain, it will work there. Yeah. So this same address and the same private key will work in all these networks. So we are in our Pancake Swap and we've connected our wallet. So we can go to the exchange, right? There are a lot of things we can do here. It's a decentralized application. So here we are now swapping. As we swap BNB to our USDT before, I'll swap Ethereum to USDT. We now do swapping from BNB to, let's say, USDT. We just search USDT here. So you can do the swapping, right? You can also change it and swap the other way around, right? So let's say you want to swap you want to buy Zen Finance with the BNB you have. You search for Zen, you see it. If you did not see it, use the address, the name of the address. So let's say Zen here. Now Zen is on Ethereum network and it's also in Binance Smart Chain network, right? But it's not in Matic network. So this is the Binance Smart Chain address for Zen. All we need is copy it and go to our Pancake Swap and paste that address here to load it for us. So copy it, paste it here. You see it has loaded it. So you click on, there will be add button here. So you click on add. You see, you add it so that next time you just type the name, it will come and you add it. So you add it on your session here. So I've added it now, so I can swap into